So, everyone should be passing their do now and their essay back to the person who owns it. Everyone had one today, correct? Perfect. That means everyone did their job last night. Yes. Here we go. It shouldn't have taken you too long last night, right? Okay. Take out your short answer questions. You have a new prompt for tonight. So, flip it over to question number 11. That is your homework for tonight, is question 11. It is about your gunpowder empires. I chose the easiest one on the page for you because you have a lot of other homework, so I wouldn't get that excited about it. So, tonight for homework, you are doing question 11, and some kid had the audacity to ask me, do I have to do A and B? Yeah, you do, because it's all part of 11, yeah? Cool. So, tonight for homework, you are answering question number 11. I think it's the easiest one on the page. So, it should take you about 15 minutes. If you are spending way more than 15 minutes, you are completely screwed for next Tuesday. Because next Tuesday, you are writing 3 of these in 40 minutes. Do you see how important it is for you to get going on the pace? Now today, hopefully going over it today in class is a reminder of what it's supposed to look like, right? Restate the prompt. Go vague on whatever your evidence is, then go vague on whatever your point is, and then provide evidence. Move on. Nothing else. There's no fluff. There's no BS. Vague evidence. Vague evidence. Make sure you restate. Rebecca.
For like last night's homework SAQ, should we have started it like saying like during period 4 and then?
No. You could have, and it would have been more beautiful, but in the SAQs, you don't necessarily have to do it. You should have acknowledged, like tonight in your essays for your restating, it should say 2 similarities of the Mughal and the Ottomans are. I'm not asking you to rewrite everything all over again. However, you have to acknowledge what the prompt's asking you. Can we agree? How can you answer a question? If Rebecca asked me, what's my favorite movie? My favorite movie is... Instead of saying, Lion King. What? What is Lion King? Like, come on. Re-answer, restate the prompt slightly. You don't need to rewrite the whole damn book. Is everyone clear on that? Yes? Perfect. All right. Yesterday, you guys had a lot of primary sources to do. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. All right. And I gave away my copy of all my happies. I hate new kids. It is 5. All right, here we go. Document 4. What is the historical context? Let's go. We need to review these so you're not wrong. Make sure you're checking them. I'm going to be walking around. If I see that they're not marked up, I'm going to be real pissed. And if you don't think I can do it, test me. Rebecca.
Government improvement of agriculture.
Okay, government involvement in the improvement of agriculture. I like. Who's the audience, Sydney? Bureaucrats, yes. What is the purpose of the piece, Timmy?
I said it was highlighting like the governor's actions.
Yes, absolutely. It's to show that the governor can have a genuine impact. You better be checking your answers. If they're wrong, you better fix them because you're using them tonight. It better be right. What is the point of view? What is the point of view, Lily?
He's saying it so that he can inform future government officials about how caring.
Protection of power. Would we agree? Yes. If everyone loves you, are they going to murder you in the streets? No. In the beginning of the year, I worry about my safety here at Plant High School. Because you do not love me. You're very angry with me, especially my AP Psych kids. They get real fussy. Okay? However, now I know they like me. I don't have to worry about my safety. Imagine if I was a government, correct? Yes? Okay? Why is it important? Why are we reading it in 2018, Evelyn? Perfect. Successful way for people like you. You're doing just fine. Document 5. What's the historical significance, Sydney?
It's degrading for men to
Is it degrading for men, or is it degrading for? This is my money dance. It's kind of awkward.
It's like degrading
For their money. For wealthy people. Wealthy people shouldn't be doing it. Ian,
Is he trying to break that stereotype though by saying that that's not why people should? He's saying that's what people think now and they shouldn't.
No, I'm pretty sure he's like, no.
And he says we've been taught more or less the following.
I remember
That's
coming.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about, I would say he doesn't end on there is joy in the work. You know, there's pride in the work. He is really kind of like a sticker nose up. If I'm going to work on a play, poetry, sculpture, something like that, of a fine art, not of something like crass as like fluffing. Okay, who's the audience? Kiera. Roman leaders, wealthy people, absolutely. Purpose, Trey.
It was to show like the decline of technology there.
The stagnation, maybe. Okay, stagnation. How only the wealthiest people who are the most educated, correct, are not dealing with all this stuff. I like it. What's the point of view? What's the point of view, Abby?
I said that he's
There's a negative stigma, correct? Yes, there's a negative stigma tied to development of technology. It's about doing all the fine. All right, why are we reading about this in 2018, Jackson?
Because it said not to.
What? Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Michael. Absolutely. It hinders economic growth. Absolutely. Stops him from going. Okay, document number 6, historically significant. Why, Benji? Yeah, absolutely. Why is road building important, people? Who can raise your hand and tell me why? Why? Trey. Trade, okay, but come on. What's the real big importance? Why did they do it? They don't make it money. It costs so much. Kira. Military, yes! Who's the audience? Who's the audience, Ian?
Well, I think the guy's kind of like trying to build public support for the guy that builds all the roads. So I think the audience is people that are
Okay.
He's saying how good.
It's not a terrible answer, actually. I like it. I see where you're going from. I like it. I haven't seen it from that perspective. I agree. Kiara, who else is he writing for? Okay, future leaders I will take. That's fine. Public will to continue to support these projects. I would say for me, I wrote other people who are doing technology. Why is it for other people who are doing technology? Why, Kiara? Now, what's he saying? What is he saying in this piece, people? For 6, what is he saying, Camden?
So like that gracious or whatever, the one that he's writing
Guys,
about.
it's so weird. What is he talking about in roads that makes talking about roads weird? They're what, Georgia? What word does he use that's very weird to describe a road? Beautiful. He talks about the actual stone pavements as beautiful. So what is this document? What is the purpose of this document trying to be? Think a little bit big picture. Ian.
He's tying like arts and stuff towards.
He's killing it today. Did you hear that answer? That's a great answer. Yes! If you're going to do it, just don't do it. Do it right. Make it beautiful. Make it look like it's a Roman thing. When you think Roman, do you think of like flea bottom or do you think of like beautiful, wide open marble terraces and all that crap, right? If you're going to do it Roman style point of view. Technology needs to be functional and beautiful. Okay? Why are we reading about it? Because the Romans do it in every single thing that they do. It's very expensive, so that means they do a lot of technology or no? Not really. I mean, do they build a lot of roads? Yes. They do the aqueducts? Yes. But do they do a ton of other things? Are the Romans known for their technology? They're known for their infrastructure. They're not known for their common technology. The reason is because they had so many slaves. They had 5 slaves for every 1 Roman citizen. So would you invent things to make your life easier, or would you just get a slave? Yeah, absolutely. Would you have a washing machine if you had a slave that was going to do it by hand in a pot? No, absolutely not. There you go. 6. Here we go. What's the historical significance, Julia? Not 6. 7.
Okay. They were organizing aqueduct systems.
Okay, organizing our aqueducts. Who here's been to Rome? Okay, have you seen the aqueducts? There's no way you could miss the aqueducts. Okay, are they ugly or are they beautiful? They're gorgeous. I've been to Rome, one of the few places. And they're absolutely gorgeous. They're all throughout the countryside and stuff like that. They have these beautiful arches, and they actually work. Okay, audience. Who is the audience? Who do we got, Tanner? Bureaucrats, absolutely. Okay, bureaucrats I would take. What is the purpose of the peace? MP?
Show their power, like how we're doing
Keep in mind what our prompt is, which is technology. So tied
How
to
advanced they are.
to show how advanced they are. I'll take that. How advanced their technology is. Absolutely. Could you make an aqueduct system that was taking water from a spring 700 miles away and bring it to Rome? No, I couldn't do it either. But they did in ancient times. Okay. What is the point of view? What's the point of view, Ian?
Since he's the one in command of these, he's obviously very proud of them, and he's trying to explain how superior and how well engineered they are.
Okay. And especially, and he is referencing other people. He even mentions, the idol pyramids and useless famous words of the Greeks. He's saying that, the Romans are just better because of the skills in which they have. So Rome is better than everyone else. And why we're reading about it is because he truly does believe. Okay, here we go. Okay, so after you identify all your documents, hopefully you made the appropriate changes to your primaries because you're going to do a lot of writing tonight by yourselves. So you're going to have the correct information. So as soon as you finish writing you're happy on each one, you're going to create a chart. And I'm writing it on the back because I happen to have a wide open space. Okay, you're going to make it 3 columns, 2 narrower columns, and 1 open column. And you need 3 boxes. Okay, so these are your groups. These are your docs. And that's your quick summary. Okay, so what we have to do. Oh, and you also need to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why am I writing down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
7 documents.
There, 7 documents. Every single time you get a DBQ, once you finish going through all of your documents, you create this chart. Okay? This chart will be indispensable, and this is what you're going to be looking at most of the time while you're writing tonight. Okay. Now that we've gone through all 7 of the documents, we now have to group them. Now remember, we got to keep our our prompt in mind. Using the documents providing your knowledge of world history, analyze Han and Roman attitudes towards technology. We've gone through the documents. We've broken down the documents. Give me 3 groups. Give me a group that we can put documents into. Now, to make it a group, you have to have more than one. Okay? If I say I'm going to the movies tonight with a group and I sit there by myself in the theater and eat a large bucket of popcorn, did I go with a group? No, I'm a loner and a loser who has no friends, which I love going to the movies by myself, so I've got no shame. Okay? Anyway, you need to have at least 2 documents. So go through and look at your documents and see how we can group them. Rebecca.
You could do it like positive for Han, positive for Rome, and then negative.
Okay. I don't like that because it's too simple. And really you only have 2 groups and you happen to have a crap group that you couldn't find a place for. Correct? So no, I don't ever, if you see attitudes, I never want you to see positive or negative. I never want you to do like something so low level. No offense. Everyone asked me that last period. Think of a bigger thing we could do. Camden.
Could you do document 1 and 7 because they're both talking about like water, like organization, and like transportation?
Okay, so, okay. Look at how are you going to tie these 2 together with technology?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Guys, look at them. What are some ways they're using technologies in their documents? Benji. Okay, tell me what the group is and we'll figure out the documents.
Technology that helped increase productivity, because there's two agriculture and then the opposite academics.
Okay. Sort of. I mean, guys, it's attitudes towards technology. Why are they building up technology? Improvement of agriculture we could do. Lily?
One thing you could do, like, how technology, like, helps make labor easier.
Okay. What documents would you use?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, shit. Okay, you don't want to use all of them.
Right.
Okay. Let me tell you what is one of the groups first period came up with. They had a little bit easier time with this. They came up with protection. See? How is technology used to help with protection? So I really liked it. We did really well with it. So, protection. What documents could we use to support protection? Henry? Yellow River is a perfect one. So document 1. So I'm going to write 1. And then at the very bottom, I'm going to cross off 1. Why am I crossing off 1 at the bottom? I'm using it. So I'm done with it. Okay? I can't have a group if there's only 1. What is another document that talks about protection? Now think about it. Ian. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. It's plant robocall. So technically. Yes, darling?
6 because they use the roads for the
Yes! Documents 1, document 6. Roads are used for military, militaries are used for protection. So, look at document 1's happy, real quick. Look at document 6, happy, real quick. And what is the summary of both of those documents talking about protection and technology? What can we write as a quick little summary for this? Come on, the faster you go. We haven't even finished our groups, which means I can't even start writing yet. Ian.
protection from the environment and other people provides more stability and more productive people.
From environment and outsiders provide stability. Perfect. You are killing it today. Provide stability. I love it, Ian. Killing it. All right, give me another group. Protection. So document 1 and 6 are done, so don't look at them. Look at the other ones. Let's go. Let's go. I got to write, people. I haven't even started writing. Georgia. Boost government control. Yes. What docs are you going to use? Absolutely. You can use a primary source any way you want. Any way you want, as long as it's not completely made up. Kiara. 2. What is document 2 talking about? Government monopoly? Yes. Yes, that's a perfect one. You got another one? 4. Let's look at 4 real quick. Yes, it's government control. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, we got to make a group for 3 and 5. So look at document 3. Look at document 5. How can we tie them together? What do you got? Ian?
They're both written by rich people for rich people, pretty much.
Okay, what are they discussing though?
Public
5. How about, what do you got, Kara?
I was gonna say how like journal happiness sort of affects the economy because he's talking about how it's like so degrading, so they don't want to do that.
It's kind of hard.
Over here in document 3, it says that like how he says he's like good and guaranteed the economy.
How about, what do you got?
More efficient use of labor.
I'll take it. We can go because we got to go. More efficient use of labor. Do you see how that's a little bit more open that we can kind of fluff some things in, Kiara? Okay, that's why. So that's 3 and 5. Perfect. Guess what we've done? Use all of our documents. We do need to write a brief summary about boosting government control. Who could look at 7, 2, and 4? What can we summarize about them? What can we say about them? Catherine?
Advancements in technology make the government control the future.
There you go. Tech makes government more makes government power more oppressive. There we go. Boom. Okay. More effective use. Okay. Is that what it's supposed to be? What's the name of the group you wanted? More effective what? Use of technology. Oh, use of labor? I forgot labor. Sorry. Okay. What would be the summary be? What would a summary be of the 3 and 5, people? Come on. I haven't even started writing. You don't even know what to do. Let's go. Ian.
Talk about a basic person has access to it. They don't need an education.
Okay. Technology can be implemented for the lowest levels. We can kind of tweak that as we go. Okay, so, of course, when I start writing an essay, what's the first thing I write? Oh my God, people. When I start writing, what's the first thing I do? Restate the prompt. Here we go. So, if I'm going to restate the prompt, I better have my prompt out. During period 2. The Han and the Romans differed and agreed at times on their views on technology, by using it for protection, boosting government control, and making labor more effective for economic gains. Okay, what did I just do?
Restate and DBQ.
You can raise your hand and tell me what the hell I just did. Abby. I restated the prompt and I just did my 3 groups. Yes? Everyone understands exactly what I did. Okay, I literally flipped it over. I'm looking at my little boxes as I'm doing this. Okay, so after I write my thesis, I have my groups. What do I do next? Contextualization. What's contextualization, Trey?
Basically, what you just said, what's going on in that time.
Cool. What's going on in the time period, Trey? No, what?
During period 2. The Shang, not the Shang, right?
You are literally breaking my heart here. Guys, what starts in period 2 that we've been talking about? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, guess what period it starts in? 2. So, during the classical age, trade begins connecting all regions, parentheses, except who? Americas. I shouldn't have said all, but I had to go with it. I started it. Connecting all regions except Americas via the Silk Road. Oceania still is connected, though. Oceania is involved. Oceania controls Australia. Okay, via the Silk Road, which allows ideas and culture to spread. Who cares? Perfect. Guess what? We have our contextualization. Boom. Done. Okay, now I'm going in and I'm going to discuss my groups. My first group is protection. During period 2, The Han and the Romans saw technology with a positive attitude towards improving their ability to protect themselves. Now this is something you've never seen right here. Period, parentheses, Doc 1 and 6. What is that?
Citation.
Citing my sources. I'm going to be talking about those two documents when I talk about protection. Now, at the top of your page, every time you write your essay, you're always going to do this. What the hell did I just do? 7 documents, because when I actually write about them, now have I written about them yet? No. So I'm not going to cross a damn thing out. But when I do write about them, I'm going to cross them off so I know I've grouped them all. Now I need to make sure I write about them all. Yes? It's important that we track that. All right, so I'm going to write about document 1 first. So you should open up your packet. Look at document 1. You should just be looking at your happy. How does document 1 talk about protection? Who's got it? Okay. What do you got, Georgia? Huh? Okay, so you cannot summarize. You cannot say, in document 1, the Han are trying to protect from the Yellow River flooding. That's a summary of the document. You're not allowed to do that. Okay, so the Han used technology to prevent natural disasters from occurring in order to maintain the people's favor and keep the mandate of heaven on their side. What did I just do? Parentheses doc 1, because that's what I'm referring to, correct? What did I just do, Abby? I did add outside information. Technically, the mandate of heaven is outside information. Document 1 is talking about how the Han are going well out of their way to prevent another flood, correct? Why are they doing it? We talked about it in our why, correct? In order to stop people from revolting. So what I've done is I've taken my point of view and my why, and I've blended them into one sentence with external information into a bomb sentence that's going to get me 2 points. That's it. I've cited my source. I just did doc 1. So now that I've actually looked at doc 1, I've written about doc 1, done. I don't have to think about it again. So my other doc is doc 6, so I'm going to flip to doc 6, and I'm going to look at my happy. Okay? The Romans developed roads that were both culturally acceptable because of its design and aesthetic, but also for its ability to facilitate military movements, to ensure there is no unrest anywhere in the empire. Okay, so Looking at document 6, he's talking about how it's beautiful, but we know outside information that the militaries use the roads, and that's why it's built technically. The knowing that the military movements is outside information. So, scored a point on referring to it, processing it, and you better not be on your phone. And now I'm going to cite it and write doc 6, okay, because that's the one I'm referencing. Do you see what I've just done? I'm looking at it. I've already done all the information. When I'm looking over here, I'm looking at my P and my Y mostly, yes? And I'm taking that information and then I'm implementing it in my essay. Now, if you look at the very front of your DBQ, have we talked about thesis? Have we talked about argument development? Have we created an argument? Yes? Are we using documents so far? Have we done sourcing? I just did 2 of them, correct? We're discussing and all that stuff. Contextualization. Have I done contextualization? Absolutely. Have I done outside evidence? Now I have to synthesize. Okay? So now I have to say how this technology and protection, how is this going to affect later on? What do we know about the Roman and the Han? They fall to who? Outsiders. Why do they fall to outsiders? Huh? Their bureaucracy is no longer supporting itself, okay? But we have to tie it to technology. Eventually, both the Roman and Han empires will fall due to external invasions, by the barbarians and the Xion by the Xon Jew. Okay, so guess what? If I haven't scored enough outside evidence points, I'm getting some more. Okay? These invasions occurred because the both governments were no longer utilizing new technology to strengthen borders and added protections. Perfect. Done, done, done. That's my synthesize. You always end on your synthesize because you've already analyzed all of your documents. That's it. Shall we go to paragraph number 2? You're ahead of the last class. Good. Okay, here we go. During period 2. What's our group? Boost government control. During period 2, both the Roman, right? 724, yep, both the Roman and Han governments used technology to maintain government control and oppress its people at times. Now, by the way, your first sentence obviously is a restate. I'm obviously announcing what my group is, correct? And I'm also using my first sentence from the summary. That's it. Oh, God damn it. Okay, this is 7-2, Doc 7, 2, and 4. Begin analyzing document 7. Ms. Bennett. Good morning. Yes. Can I send her at the end of class? We're doing something brand new. Perfect. All right. Thank you. Lily, come to Mr. Webb at the end of class. Okay. So document 7. 7, 2, or 4. Which one do you want to start with? Oh, we didn't cross off number 6. We talked about 6. We're gonna cross it off. Okay. So document 7, 2, or 4. Which one do we want to talk about first? 7. Perfect. Let's look at 7. Document 7 is aqueducts, streams, and all that stuff. Perfect. Okay. The use of technology. Like aqueducts were used as both function and propaganda to show its citizens its power and skill. By building these, by building and improving its technology, the Romans secured their status as powerful and powerful. Done. I can't think of something else. Okay, so Doc, what number am I citing? 7. There we go. Okay. All right. Looking at document 2. Remember, I'm using my point of view and my why. That's what I'm doing with it. Okay, so I'm blending my point of view and my why together, and that's what I'm going. So looking at document 2 or 4, which one are we looking at? 2. Okay, so change immediately threat stability to prevent rebellion. Okay, so although governments use technology to strengthen its power, right? Isn't that the one we're doing? Yeah, boost to strengthen its power. Its power and control. Sometimes this technology can begin to hurt its authority if not implemented correctly. Document what? Doc 2. There you go. All right, there you go. Synthesize the P and the Y. You are finishing the essay tonight. You have to address what document next?
4.
We did 7. We did 2. You have to do 4, 3, and 5. Do it in the same exact format. So you need to do document number 4 and then synthesize. Okay, and then you need to do your third and final paragraph. Does everyone understand what's tonight for homework? You have number 11 and you have to finish this. You feel pretty good? What do you got?
Is there some kind of like closing paragraph?
Nope. You don't have time for that crap. You got 15 minutes to do all of this.
Wait, so when we actually do it, or should we use all 7 documents even though it tells us
Yes.
Are they gonna,
Because you're going to mess up one.
just, yeah.
are they gonna give us a big packet like this? I mean,
Yeah. Guess how you're going to get better? We're going to write them. Yes,
Where am I
Mr. Mr. Webb.
In 15 minutes.
Yes!
No way.
Yes!
How are we able to do like the happy stuff and stuff?
Practice. Bye, Ann. Nice job today. Practice. Yes!
Yes.
Bye, sweetie. Have a nice day, Georgia.
Oh.
Bye, Greta.
Bye, Miss Bennett.
Bye, Rebecca. Have a nice day, darling.
Awesome, have a good one.
Bye, Trey.